Hey everybody, this is the second episode of the All-Star Family Report. This one is going to be good for basically the second half of March 2012, and it'll basically take us right up into Easter break. I might do an update, here or there just in case, but this should be pretty much it for a little bit. A couple things that we still, are doing in school right now is one thing is that we still actually need volunteers to help out in the classroom. Well, predominantly in the school itself for like lunch and recess duty. It's anywhere between 11 and 12:30. Obviously, if you guys are working, you can't do it, but we still do need volunteers if you're available. Just give a call to the office, talk to Colleen or Brenda, and set something up if you're able to. This also goes for special events, such as father-daughter dance that we did last month. Now, one of the things that the kids have been having trouble with lately in math has actually been writing time. They can certainly tell time verbally, really with no challenges at all, which is awesome, but writing it has been a little tricky. Now, typically, if you see 7:15, we know that's how we write it, but I think they're having a little trouble with this identifying the 3 over here is actually 15. This is a really good opportunity to review counting by fives as well, actually. What I've been seeing a lot lately with the kids is they'll literally write that 7-3, which understandable. So maybe just take some time at home to work over, telling time basically in that sense. A couple things basically going on lately. Some of you have had some questions about bonus opportunities for the kids. These are things like on their website, I always have bonus activities, whether in the All-Star, the extra innings area, or just something right on the main page. Anything on there where the kids actually have to do something themselves and turn it in. Also on the newsletter, I put stuff on there in the physical newsletter, like bonus math opportunities. Anyway, when they do that, they actually get a red ticket that kind of goes into a monthly raffle for a prize. Last month, Cyan actually won it, and she got a prediction pig toy and a couple other fun little things. So, a month is almost up, so we'll be doing that again. So just let you know that's what that is. Let's see. Oh, you saw me with the whiteboard markers. More than halfway done with the school year, and a lot of the kids' markers are drying up. We do use them a lot, so I'll be buying some myself too. But if you get a chance, if you go out to the store and you see any of those Expo markers, you might want to pick up a pack if you can. That would be really appreciated. Trying to think of some other things going on as we get closer to Easter, and we're celebrating the holiday of Lent. Just as a reminder, these went home a while ago, but these are the Lent Bowls. Our Catholic charities are, raising money to help people with age research, but also just like, kids that are starving in other countries. So you can return these anytime next week, basically just anytime before the vacation in April. Another thing too, a lot of people have actually been asking me this. I didn't notice really, but reading tests I do about once a week, every other week, just depends on the schedule goes. But whenever you get this, there's always a grade right on the front page. That's just for the comprehension piece. Actually, each particular page on here I give a separate grade, and that just helps identify if there's any weaknesses in just reading, writing, long vowel sounds, whatever it might be for that week. So just pay, extra attention to that as you're getting those home every Friday, just as an aside. I'm trying to think of some other things. This week we're going to be finishing up our chapter book, Horrible Harry and the Ant Invasion. It goes perfectly with our current reading character, King Important. And it's a fun series for kids, especially for you to read aloud to them. The words are a little bit high for first grade, but it's still, the kids love these characters, so we'll be finishing that this week. Really the only other thing going on right now is as we're coming up to our open house, which is in April, more information has come home, and it'll continue to come home on that. Basically, we're going to be having a project fair, and in first grade, we're going to be focusing on our biography writing project, which will be done by then, and also a reading project, which I'm going to tell you about in just a moment, about some of the different options for your reading project. The big thing to know is that the reading grade for this project is literally, either you complete it or you don't. So it's 100 or a 0. It'll be 100, but if you have any questions, let me know. But you can absolutely, and I suggest this, we can work with your student, your child, because it can be pretty challenging, but the point is just that they enjoy the reading and then do an extension activity. But let's take a look at what those activities are. Okay, so this year for our project in April, for our open house and project fair, first grade is going to be doing a reading project. Basically, the students should just choose any book that they're familiar and comfortable with and they enjoy, read it with you at home, and then do one of the many extension activities that I'm going to be providing. The worksheet, the actual information will be coming home tomorrow, assuming there's no printer issues, and if not, it'll come home this week. But you'll have 2 weeks to do this. It's like I said before, it's going to be on a completion basis. I'm not going to give like a 95 or an 82. It's basically either a 100 or a 0 as long as you do it. I'm looking more for the process, not the actual, accuracy or anything like that. So one of the most popular options that's always each year is the wanted poster. Basically, this is of Mr. Bumble. What the students are going to do is they're going to read the book, pick a character, mainly the main character, and just kind of write some details about them. There's a lot of skills with adjectives in this as well, and just showing that they understand the actual character and the main character concept. So again, this one's always pretty fun. Size doesn't matter, just something along these lines, okay? Another step is for the writer. If your all-star likes to write a lot, this is basically a book report. Again, it doesn't have to be very long, just some kind of a summary of the story. It could be typed or handwritten, whatever. However, think it would look good. Okay. Another choice, this is actually one of the most challenging ones. Basically, it's about the setting of the story of the book that they picked. In this case, this was Berenstain Bears Go to the Moon, on the moon. And they can just do like a travel brochure trying to get somebody to go to the setting that the book takes place. Again, it can be very challenging. It can either be done on a computer or just with construction paper, but just really fun. It says it describes the setting and describes different positives and negatives of it. Again, very, very rewarding experience here, but again, it can be challenging. Also, you can make some kind of a bookmark. A little picture of the book on front, author, illustrator, but on the back, basically give a little summary and also maybe their personal opinion, their own little book review on it, why they like it, why they suggest it. You can go very creative with this. Another thing is actually kind of interesting right now. I did one on the Berenstain Bears. Unfortunately, Jan Berenstain, I believe, just passed recently. But you can do a biography on the authors. Just talk a little about where they're from, fun family facts, if they went to school, where do they go for, stuff like that. And these would be really fun too. You could do it, again, poster size, paper size, whatever. Next choice is the bingo board. Now, the bingo board's actually really fun. It can actually be made, basically you can either make one bingo board or you can make up to 4 bingo boards. Now, if you do make more than one bingo board for the same words and same book, one of the positives of that is that I'll work that in as a reading center during the week so that you can actually use it. It's a good time. Basically what you do is you just take some of the key words that you read in the book, whether they're verbs, nouns, adjectives, or whatever, and you just lay them out on a bingo board set up just like this. Make a grid. It's usually going to be 5 by 5 with a free space in the middle, and then just basically make the calling cards on it too, so that you basically have the words, you can just call them and just play bingo, basically. Kids love this one. It's usually pretty fun. The last one that I've got an example of is the mobile. This one was done for Diary of the Wimpy Kid. Very popular series. Basically, make a mobile of one of the main scenes in the story, and then just draw little cards on for each character that's involved with it. Now you can be, again, any of these reading activities you can expand upon or alter a little bit. And if you have any questions on them, please, please, please let me know. The deadline for finishing these, basically it's going to be, it's the first, I would like to have them in the first Monday of April, which is the first, second, I believe it's the third or the fourth. So, but again, I'll be giving you updates through the All-Star Report and everything, so give you guys about 2 weeks to do these. Remember, it's a completion or no completion grade, so don't worry about anything as far as how, detailed it looks or anything like that. Just try your best, and I just hope that your student and your child loves it, enjoys this process. Please, please, please help them. It's A-okay. But anyway, that's it for this week's episode. Again, remember, call me, email me, write me a note. However you want to get a hold of me, if you ever have a question, comment, concern, or suggestion, just get a hold of me. And again, thanks for everything, and I always appreciate your support. See you next time.